Alright, so my generator is completely new, empty. I'm gonna put in a little bit of fuel stabilizer because this thing's not gonna be running much. So you want to put in. Oops, I forgot to do this. So you want to put this in for to keep the gas from going bad, basically. So I'm gonna do that. There's lots of different types of fuel stabilizer. There's lots of different type you could use. My preference is usually seafoam, but you could use seafoam. There's Stabil. There's Lucas oil. Actually, I think this what's in here is Lucas oil. This bottle I'm using is Stabil. So I use them all, and they all more or less work the same. There's that. There's my gasoline. So this thing holds 1.3 gallons, I think it was. So my can here is 1.25 gallons, so I should be able to pour this whole can in. I'm actually gonna do that too. I'll pour the whole can in, pour this whole jug in, and run it for like heat cycle it. Heat cycle it a few times before I actually will actually run it, or actually use it and put it under load, I should say. That's actually not the full tank. I still have a little bit left. It's not fully topped off yet, but they call it good right there. It's almost full. Alright, so let's close this up. So this thing should have been able to hold the whole jug without any problems. See, my oil is just filled. My drain plug is closed up. Backside here, my carburetor drain is closed. This is my petcock right here. Actually, let me show you guys what you're supposed to do, and I'll do this real quick. See if I can find something to contain this. It's gasoline. Let's see this. Nope, it's too tall. This right here. So I'm turning on my petcocker here on the side. I'm gonna turn that on. Alright. Oh shit, wrong direction. Turn that on. My carburetor should be filling. This drain plug right here. Let's say I was putting this away. I was done using it. I was putting it away, and I won't use it for, I don't know, another 3 months or another, until next winter or whatever. To store this properly, you close the drain plug, and right now it's open. And it should be filling up the carburetor. So now I'm gonna close the drain plug. Okay, the drain plug is closed. Now this thing should be filled with gas. I'm gonna open this up, and you should see or gasoline coming out. There it goes. See that? See that dripping out? Nope, you guys can't see it. Wrong angle. There it goes. So you can see the gasoline dripping out. So that's what you're supposed to do to maintain this after you finish using it. You close the petcock, open this up, open the drain valve, and let it drain out. There should be, let's see, looking at the size of this float bowl here, I'm gonna say that this is probably an ounce or two. Oh, that's it, stopped. Right. So let me open up the petcock again, and you can see the oil or water, or excuse me, gasoline coming out again. Watch. Let's see, petcock open. Oh, there it goes. Then it comes out again. Petcock close. Drain out. Alright, so it's drained out, it's good. So that's what you need to do when you when you put the generator away. Let's go back to this way. Let me have some gas right there. Let me put that gas back in here. Oh, this thing is kind of dirty. Well, it's actually, no, it's not. It is, but it isn't. I'll pour it back in anyways because this thing has a little filter. The dirt, I can actually see the one speck of dirt in this thing, the bottom, so that's fine. Okay. All right. So that's how basically how you would, if you want to store it, do that. Drain out the oil. Drain out the old oil. Put in new oil. Then you could put the thing away until the next season. You know, until the next winter. All right. So all right. So to start it up, I got oil in there already. Got my gas is filled. Everything's here's off. Turn on the petcock right here. Petcock on. Oops. Petcock's on. Choke is let's see, start. So that's start and that's run. So at start, like so. Let's see this side. What do I need to do on this side? This side, I think I need to put on right here. Right. Oh, it's the instructions right here on the top. So I got, what is it? Got the, check the oil, check the gas, petcock on, turn this on, turn the choke. Now I just need to pull the starter right here. And once it starts, I could start slowly closing the choke like so, like that. Let's see how well this runs. So this is the first time I ever pull this. So I usually pull it until I feel some like resistance. That's when you know you're at the compression stroke. Oh, this thing is right there. So get to the compression stroke and a quick, swift pull. Nice. Fired up on the first time. I was surprised. You can see the exhaust fumes coming out. Let's see if I can close it up. It's loud. It's not a quiet generator. It's not like it's one of those under whisper quiet. This is loud. That's it. I'm just gonna leave it like that for maybe 15 minutes. Let it fully warm up. And I shut it down. And I do it again tomorrow. And I do that like 3 times or so. 3 times or so. And after that, I will put a load on it, or probably maybe like an hour. Some kind of load for like an hour. Then let it cool down again, and it should be good to go. All right. So if you turn it off, go right here, turn it off. That's if you want to turn it off fast. Right here, and you're gonna restart it again. If you're not gonna restart it again, this is what I would do. I would turn off the petcock first, then let the carburetor run out of gas. All right, so I've had it running for about 15 minutes now. It's hot. Put on my tachometer. Right, so that's almost 6,000. 4-stroke. I think this is right, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if this thing has a waste spark or not. So on 4-stroke engines, sometimes there's a spark at every top dead center. So spark at the top of the compression, and also spark at the top of the exhaust. But I'm not sure if this one is like that or it's only spark at the compression. So this tachometer is set for a top of compression only spark, no top of exhaust. So it's not set for a waste spark basically. As to the directions on here. Directions on here tells you how to turn it off. It says unplug whatever, turn it off here, then turn off the petcock. I do it differently. This is how I do it. I turn off the petcock first, and then I let the carburetor run out of gas. The reason why I do that is because that way you have less, when you drain the carburetor, you have less gas there, so you don't have to be as wasteful. It doesn't touch the throttle anymore. That little bit of gas that's in there, that little ounce or so that's in there, goes a long ways. Oh, there it goes. So that's the carburetor drain or float bowl is emptied out. So this is the throttle adjustment right here, the idle adjustment. So I turned it all the way out, and the lowest it went was the idle went was about 6,000, or just under 6,000. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. If that's normal or not. If I could recall my Honda generator, I used to have a Honda, one of those quiet generators, and it didn't idle that high. So I didn't plug this thing in, didn't put a load on it or anything. So I'm not sure exactly what's what, but anyways, so that was that. Let's see how much oil or how much gasoline drains out of the float bowl down here. Let's go back to that direction. A little catch in there. This is the drain plug, right? So let's see how much gasoline's in there. Shouldn't be that much. If I hadn't stopped if I hadn't turned off the petcock, there would be more gasoline coming out of here. So you see how fast that stopped? That was pretty quick. So that means there wasn't that much gas in it. So that means it mostly emptied out from turning off the petcock. So that's how I turn off all my generators. So that way you don't have to, waste as much gas down here anyways. And that's it. So that's the first break-in cycle, or the first heat cycle, I should say. Tomorrow I'm gonna let this thing cool down overnight. Tomorrow I'm gonna start it up again, do the same thing. Let it run for like, until it warms up. So it's probably about 15 minutes, fully warm up. Then I'm gonna shut it down again, and I basically do that 3 times. That should be good. Then I would, on the 4th time, what I would do is actually I will plug it in and put a load on it, put some kind of load on it for about an hour. Run it for about an hour with a load. Then that should be most of the engine break-in right there. And once you finish that cycle, you could empty out the oil, put new oil in it, and you're good to go. You could use it as normal. And probably once I empty out the oil and put new oil in, I will probably start using synthetic oil instead of the regular oil that's in there. So that's it. That's how you break in a generator, and that way it will hopefully this thing will be reliable and gives me many years of service. Damn, this thing's pretty heavy for what it is. It's very compact, but it's heavy though. It's good. Oh man, that's definitely over 50 pounds. I think this thing weighs like 70 pounds or something like that. But anyways, all right, thanks for watching.